Unless you've been, say, sick as a dog for the last week and barely able to keep up with the news, let alone your own show schedule, you've undoubtedly heard that Maker Studios, the subsidiary of Disney Interactive that manages over 1,000 YouTube channels and accrues well over 1 billion views each month from its collected estimate of over 100 million subscribers, has severed its contract with perhaps its best-known YouTuber, Felix PewDiePie Schellberg, over what is laughably described as anti-Semitic posting, and it even has gone so far as to leak the information to the Wall Street Journal.
They don't call it jokes. They call it posts.
Ben Fritz, writer at the esteemed news outlet, has spent his career both in Hollywood, Anaheim, and Lancaster, as well as with the Journal, fostering relationships within Disney to give himself better access and further his career. But as the byline of this damningly fine example of newspaper-shaming yellow journalism shows, he doesn't only get information regarding quarterly shareholders' reports. PewDiePie has, in turn, produced a response to his accusers, which can be found in the description below should you be one of those miserable sods who came down with the gonorrhea persiflades and couldn't publish a video, let alone watch one that had been linked around by everyone, everywhere on the internet. And in this piece, he actually makes some stunningly good points, covering how the mainstream media dislikes and mistreats YouTubers and independent content creators.
Old school media does not like internet personalities.
And even goes so far as to completely ignore the context of his videos.
If there's anything I learned about the media from being a public figure, is how they blatantly misrepresent people for their own personal gain, even viciously attack people just to further themselves.
Mocking both YouTube and Hitler in those videos, as well as himself, in order to slander and defame him, even impact his economic bottom line. More than anything else to me, though, the Wall Street Journal has exposed themselves as yellow and biased by their own power as the rest of the powerhouse media outlets. Too proud an aging institution from the previous Fourth Estate has become, and in its pride it believes what it is doing is right, when it explicitly cherry-picks screenshots from videos to the point where screenshotting him pointing off-screen in a manner that doesn't even remotely look like the Roman salute has been used as evidence by the Wall Street Journal. This isn't the first time we've seen any of this, however. To any of us who have stuck with Gamergate since its early days, this kind of behavior is old hat for journo pros. Decontextualize, cherry-pick, and double down on your accusations, because no one is going to check your sources anyway, right? 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 Unfortunately, the images and clips chosen by Rolf Winkler, Ben Fritz, and Jack Nikas were taken so far out of context that they even collected a segment of a video named Stop Doing This, in which Schellberg was asking his audience to stop drawing and spraying swastikas in order for them to be seen in his videos. And they portray this as evidence of his anti-Semitism. Though once considered the single most reputable news source for economic news in this country, the Ball Sweat Journal has, like all its brethren in News Corp, NBC, MSNBC, Fox News Group, and beyond, made plain for any person who has seen PewDiePie's content to know that the Wall Street Journal are bald-faced, flaming trousers on a telephone wire liars.
What? Wait, sorry, was that Wall Street Journal or The Sun? I didn't quite get that.
But why should we expect any different from more powerful media moguls and their affiliates, when what we've seen is already commonplace within gaming and programming media? Where do you think the game journo pros learned their ideas after all? Did they just come up with it, out of the blue, on their own, with all that artistic vision and creativity? I'm sorry, I can finish the sentence. Artistic vision and creativity. So goddamn damn it! This is, unfortunately, what the old school of journalism has become, and it is the opinion of this content creator that what we are seeing is opportunistic strikes against the credibility of content creators as a whole in order to maintain their power within the Fourth Estate. What is fortunate, however, is that it won't be long before the likes of people including Rupert Murdoch, Gerard Baker, and George Soros are dead of either old age or running out of 11-year-old virgins from which to suck the blood. The old establishment of mainstream media needs to die to make way for a more agalmic market in content creation and content consumption. One where middlemen are an option, but not a necessity, and any individual can, with basic tools and without even interest in monetization, branch out entrepreneurially as I, as well as PewDiePie, and millions of others have. Whether they like it or not, whether we like it or not, this is a new day when it comes to media consumption, and people will go out of their way to find the media they want, in the shape and form they want, and with the bias or lack thereof that they want. Telling people what to think and basing your arguments on misrepresentation and lies tends to lose you subscribers, as well as the Swallow Skeet Journal is just going to have to live with until its editorial section withers away and dies. I honestly think it's bullshit that the Wall Street Journal would even spend this much time doing what it is that they're doing right now. It's utterly disgusting, don't you think? But I honestly can't let myself think that good of people anymore, can I? People are really trying to prove that it doesn't matter what you believe, there's a good chance you suck. How you guys liking the new format, by the way? I'm gonna be working like this for a while, tweaking it out with a few episodes. I really liked the idea, and I think I can do some awesome work with it, because the constraints are taken off of it, and I'm actually putting some interesting work into it. So, let me know what you think in the comments below, and yeah, bonsoir.